Battlefield is a game series that many consider dead. The Battlefield games used to pride themselves on realism, graphics, and being pretty gritty. That's until the CEOs over at EA decided they were too good for that. And then started making their games look like this.
Well, that was fun.
So we're going to go back in time to when Battlefield looked like this instead. And for the purpose of this video, we're just going to be going over the campaign. I did try to get into the multiplayer, but the fucking interface to try to navigate multiplayer is so terrible. I'll let you know now, there are still people playing in Spain. So the introduction to this campaign has you on a train, and about 5 minutes in, you run into the first issue with the Battlefield 3 campaign, and that is the quick time events. I don't know why there's so many quick time events, but I would rather just sit in a cutscene and get immersed in the cutscene without having to worry about where my hand is at on the keyboard and spam that spacebar. You fight through the train, you get to a train car, you get sucker punched by a guy, he asks you if you're alone.
Are you alone? Huh?
And then you get a flashback to 8 hours prior. Are you confused? Because so am I. I don't know why the fuck they decided to do it this way, but don't worry, it all comes full circle after you play about 4 hours of a campaign. So don't worry about it. It's all good. You're introduced to Blackburn, the guy you play as for most of the campaign, and he's in a room with a good cop and a bad cop, basically. It is said that Blackburn has intel on a terrorist attack that is going to happen soon, and instead of, actually listening to the guy, they want him to retrace all of his steps for the past 40 fucking years to figure out how he learned about the terrorist attack instead of actually doing something about it. And after you suffer through this cutscene with Blackburn where he looks like he's half Fallout 3 ghoul and half starved POW who hasn't had a meal in a month.
Hey, Smoothskin.
You get into the first mission, retracing Blackburn's step all the way to his first encounter with the antagonist of the game.
9 months ago. Operation Swordbreaker, Iraqi Kurdistan.
Yo, does anyone else really not get what the fuck we're doing here?
Quit being a fucking hippie, Montez.
I'm just saying, bro, if this is about the PLR, we should be in Iran, not Iraq.
They're crossing borders, dog. PLR's the right people, all right? They don't make them any righter.
Misfit 1-3, this is Misfit Actual. We have a situation developing here. Get your team dismounted and into the staging area ASAP.
This is 1-3. Copy out.
What the fuck are we stopping here for? Our objective's 20 clicks north of here.
I don't know, Montez. Yeah, let's get out on the road. Okay, let's go.
After this cutscene, that I'm surprised they didn't put in a quick time event to let your character breathe or he'd die of self-suffocation, you get told that your squad has to go in and find and support a squad that went missing while investigating a possible IED. And around this time is the point where I realized what Battlefield 2042 is missing, and it's atmosphere. Even if the enemy AI is dumb as shit, it doesn't really matter because the build of tension in just this section alone is awesome.
Not a single civvy. I don't like this shit.
And of course the moment is ruined by a quick time event, because why wouldn't it be? It's Battlefield 3's campaign. Aside from the quick time events being a minor, just a little problem that I have, the campaign is pretty well done. I mean, the only other problem that I could find is the lip sync out of cutscenes is kind of bad. It looks like they're not even, I don't even know what it looks like. It looks like they're blowing a ghost or something. I don't really know how to put my finger on it.
Okay, crossing twos.
Even with the bad lip sync though, the dialogue between characters in the campaign is pretty favorable in opinion towards 2042. And that just adds to the atmosphere not being what it needs to be in 2042.
Freeze, motherfucker, hands! Holy shit! Blackburn! Am I glad to see you?
Even the graphics still hold up to this day. They aged like wine, and maybe this is because you can easily run Battlefield 3 on Ultra in modern day 2023, considering that game was released a while ago. The graphics might even be too good. So good to the fact that if someone is shining a flashlight in your face, you will be blinded and see the light of God. Even with all these complaints though, the game is still superb. It still holds up like fine wine that your grandpa stored in the cellar, and he wants you to come down there to pop the cork, if you know what I'm saying. And most of what all I've gone over is only in the first mission. I could go through the whole campaign and break it down, but I just don't want to. There are so many cool sections in the game that remind me why I got into Battlefield. Whether it's playing as a Russian Special Forces agent, or being able to fly around in a jet getting an adrenaline rush when you know you bested another pilot. Or to the audio design, and it's just sensational. During the second mission right after the earthquake hits the city and you're trying to make it back to safety, you can hear alley cats duking it out. Even just the sound of incoming enemy fire is awesome, and it adds to the rush you'd get whenever you're pushing an enemy. Or just an enemy jet strafing your position.
Sergeant Campo, Blackburn, push on as required.
That's fast air! It's not ours, is it? Shit! Did he see us? Did he see us?
Oh, he's doubling back. Holy fucking shit! Come on!
Can't do fuck all to that thing! Where are the stingers? They're in the vehicles!
Just so many cool and cinematic gameplay options, and I'm not talking Marvel cinematic.
Well. That was fun.
Get you a little bit. You shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck up! I hope you die in a fire!
I'm talking Black Hawk Down. I'm talking Saving Private Ryan cinematic. That good stuff.
You're the best shot! You see that weapon, Clint? You waste him. Make it count, brother! I'll cover you. And you hit him. Clear your back blast. Stand by! 3, 2, 1! Suppressing!
Good effect on target!
We good? We're good.
If the very first mission of the game you made 12 years ago is more compelling gameplay than a game you made in 2021, then you have some issues. In my opinion, Battlefield 3 still looks better than Battlefield 24, and I don't even know why. The game is awesome and I wish I was able to experience it in its whole package, but I don't live in Spain.
This is fucked. This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
I have gone back and played 2042 while making this video, but it feels like you're just walking back into an abusive relationship. They say they've worked on themselves and that they've worked on a lot, so you go back. Maybe they did work on themselves a lot, and maybe they are better, but you're still met with the constant reminders to yourself that what they did to you in the first place is wrong and can't be forgiven. I can't play Battlefield 2042 without feeling like I'm giving them the representation that we will come back. If they release a shitty fucking game and then just work on it for a while, that we will come back. And I don't want that to happen. If I can't play your Battlefield game without feeling like I'm having an existential crisis and having to also ask myself if you have even earned my respect enough to play your game again because I'm worried they're going to take advantage of the player base if you see them coming back while I'm playing your game, then you aren't making a good gaming experience. Not like you did with Battlefield 3 at least. What I'm trying to say here is that EA really needs to get back to their roots. And that's what their player base has been telling them for the past 3 years, and they will not listen. EA as a company does not care about its players, does not care about giving a good experience to the players. And what worries me about the future of the Battlefield series is EA saying that they are going to reimagine the Battlefield experience. We don't want a reimagination. We just want classic Battlefield back. We don't want specialists. It's not Apex. It's not Rainbow. It's not Overwatch. It is Battlefield. Get back to being Battlefield, and maybe you can earn back the trust of your player base. It is not that hard. You could remaster Battlefield 3 and it'd probably have a more solid player count than 2042. And that's really all I have to say about it. It really does disappoint me to have to go back and play a game and have 10 times more fun playing a game that's 12 years old compared to one that just came out that I was so excited for. And also to think that I got this game, Battlefield 3 Premium, for like $30 at a Hastings. And I had to pay $120 fucking dollars for the 2042 like full thing edition for the season pass, and I don't even want to play the game. Is aggravating to say the least. EA, get in touch with your player base and stop messing things up. This is why games like BattleBit are just taking charge of your formula, because you will not control your own people and make your own game. Like, other games that are being developed by 3 people have a better player count and better player consistency than your game that is developed by a AAA studio. That is sad. Well, that's really all I have to say about it. It's not that big of a deal. You know, it's just games. But, I hope you guys all have a great time, great weekend, whatever, great day, month, week. You decide. And I'll see you guys on the next one.